All right, happy Saturday, everybody. We got more stuff done on the rancho. We got the computers out. Jen's having a bigger smile on her face with more and more. She's like, it's the reality, the dream. I don't have to keep kicking and falling over shite all the time and laying myself out on the rancho. So now it's time to go out. Today's test is the Makro CF77. I have the 18-inch jumbo deep coil on today, just to see what kind of depth that we're talking about here. So we're going to head up to a empty lot on the corner up here and give it a shot. My goal today is just to get used to that. This could be a high trash area, and before anybody says, "Oh, it's stupid to run the big coil," I know that. Might not be there that long anyway. There might not be great hunting on there, so we'll be moving on. We might be right back to the high school again. So you know, there's months of hunting over there. But the Makro CF77, it's done good for me so far. It's found a ring. It found a turquoise, sterling, and onyx ring. You know, some key from at least the 1920s, if not earlier. I've been pulling up a ton of deep artifacts. Alright, Makro CF77. You don't see a lot of videos on YouTube for the Makro, and you don't see a hell of a lot of people running it in the field because there aren't a lot of them out there. It's a leap of faith to buy this imported from Turkey, but so far I'm pleased. But good Lord, is it a hard detector to run with the tones. No depth indicator, no, you know, you can run in sort of a multi-mode and things, but boy, it takes a while to get used to the tone. There's no targeting whatsoever, and you better have one hell of a good shovel too, because you are going to be digging stuff a foot, 18 inches, 2 feet down. Okay, the depth is what this metal detector is all about. Okay, here's the CF77, and it's got the 18-inch coil on it, which is really, this is a hell of a beast to swing now. So the first thing we're going to do in the startup mode, we're not going to be in a general mode because that's an all metal and we go crazy digging that. We're going to put it in mode number 1. Mode number 2 is more for beach and salt conditions, but this is a 2-tone with high tones. You hear that one beat, it signifies. Then we're going to ground balance, and I can't show you. With ground balancing, you're just going to turn the ground balance knob. It's going to make some noise, and you keep turning it down the ground, keep turning it counterclockwise until the noise stops, and then you're ground balanced. It has a sensitivity setting here, and it's best not to jam that up too high because there's power lines around here and everything else. So we should be all set. You got the iron audio, you can turn down that signal a bit, and then you got your general volume. So alright, let the hunt begin. This will give you an idea of the tones now. This will give you an idea of the tones. This is the low tone, meaning ferrous. It's not a high conductor. And that would be a higher tone. Now the higher tone could be aluminum. I've pulled a lot of pull tabs. There's no way to differentiate, so that's probably why I got a gold ring yesterday, because I'm digging every signal. So we'll go ahead and dig this one, see what we get. So about a foot down, got a big ring. This could be copper. I don't know if it's iron because we're on discriminate iron. We'll carry it out because yeah, I don't think it's copper, but it's not foolproof. You're talking about something that I had to dig down about a foot and a half. Okay. Alright, well, we abandoned that side. It's just too darn trashy. If I get better with the 77, I'll be back there with the big coil. I don't care. You know, I figure you force yourself to get good with the big coil in all situations. You talk about sniping, we'll see. That might be a short-lived fantasy. So we're going to go back to the high school today. We've had awful good luck over there, and there's always tons of treasures to pull out. So we are on our way back now. Jen, you were getting big signals, but they're just coming up iron building washers and all kinds of switch. So That place has been used for a dumping ground for years, so it's going to be really hard to detect that. So, all right, we'll see you over inside. All right, here we are back at the high school, and it's always nice to be detecting places when you can see something like that. 1924, the second Santa Rosa High School was built. So I'm out here now. I got Big Bertha, the Makro CF77. This is where I got the ring over here. I have a feeling this is more lightly detected than where Jen is out there on the lawn. We'll see. Isn't this a beautiful old chestnut tree? And of course, chestnut trees were just devastated with blight in the east. So this is like one of the last big ones here. And people come over, especially the Asians, and they'll harvest these chestnuts and take the spiny things off, and then get the nut and roast them up, and they taste really good. All right, well, let's let the hunt begin with the CF77, Makro CF77 with the big coil. All right, here's our first plug of the day. Kind of take it apart. We're trying to be very neat over here. We've definitely succeeded in doing that. We're still pretty deep in the plug there. We'll see. We're getting a little closer, I think. Let's break it apart a little bit. Put that down the hole. Yeah, so it's pretty close to the surface here. Okay, so you know we got our bottle cap as usual, and remember this thing you'll be digging aluminum, and a lot of it. So we'll put that in the schmutz pile and take that with us. All right, well, we nailed our first quarter today. It was down about 5 inches. It's an 88, so. Anyway, that's something. I'm getting more and more used to the big coil on the CF77. Alright, let's keep hunting. Alright, well, we almost made the cut on this one, and I had to dig down about a foot. This is a 1965, and it's in pretty good shape. So that's indicative to me that this hasn't really been circulated that much. So yeah, we're really starting to get out some deep stuff here. This is a high school. We had the local cops kind of stop by, and they just wanted to know, you know, what we were doing out here. We're metal detecting. Yeah, good. I was observing you guys. It looks like you're leaving it in good shape. Of course, you never want to screw up stuff for other detectors in the future. We are lucky that Santa Rosa is a community that is not against metal detecting. You don't need a license like you do in San Jose. So I think everybody that metal detects tries to be real careful about the way that they leave stuff. So, you know, there's no threat to being having to be licensed or just say no. So, okay, on with the hunt. Okay, whew, a nice clean plug. We're rewarded. We got a 1954 D nickel, and that baby was really down there. So I'm very happy that I'm getting a lot of pennies from the 60s and dimes from the late 60s. So I think I'm working a pretty good depth here. I'm starting to get used to the different tones and stuff. So I'm satisfied to have something that at least predates 1964. So keep rolling on. All I can say is yuck. Having grown up as an Orioles fan, woo! No way, baby. Kind of cool though. Not very old, 2014, but nice. Made in Mexico. Those damn Yankees. Did you see the sheriff come over?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. He wanted to get your phone number.
I have no phone.
Actually, he wanted to make sure we were, you know, what was going on. Are we working here? I said, no, we're metal detecting. He said, I've observed you guys. Yeah, you're doing a nice job. Just make sure you leave everything like you found it. And good luck. So how you doing today, Missy? You're using the whites again. Yeah.
Front part, there was just nothing.
Okay.
Come up over here and immediately added the curb side a quarter, 5 inches deep, and a dug a few.
Well, overall, how are you doing?
I've got a ring.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I dug out a ring in my first 5 minutes out there.
Yeah. What's it look like? Let's take a look at your ring. Let's see your schmutz.
It's a tiny little ring.
That's all right. Tiny don't matter. A ring is a ring is a ring. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's a pinky ring, isn't it? Well, that's sterling. That's awesome. Good find. So the whites is doing good for you.
I put it in jewelry and coin mode.
There you go.
And I started 5 minutes. That was my very first find for today.
That's great. Well, I've been using the beast, and I'm digging up a lot of tabs and stuff. Great metal detectors dig every signal, so this almost forces you to lift your game. So I got it in 1954 D nickels. I got that out of here. So a couple quarters and just a ton of the usual crap. Half of the building I have in my thing down here. All right, honey. Good luck.
All right.
May all your plugs be loaded with silver. Here's a good example of the tones on the Makro. Here's a high tone. There's no screen to check. It's all by ear. Then you hear the low tone. High tone. High conductor. So we'll dig them both. I can't do live digs. I'm not camera equipped or tripod, but so right under the middle right there. We'll give it. Okay, so the high tone turned out to be a quarter. Now let's, for interest's sake, with the Makro CF77, let's go after the low tone. So here's the weird thing, guys. We dig the low tone, and what do we get for probably the third time today? We get a nickel out of there. So either I'm having a tough time differentiating signals, which could very well be. And sorry for the, didn't want to run that up the telephoto, but it's all in first day out with the big coil, so I'm always apt now to just dig every signal. Alright, this is why I love this detector in so many ways, because it forces you to dig every signal. And now for the second day in a row, we've recovered a ring, and this is a really big jumbo sterling silver and turquoise one. So I am really happy about that. That's wonderful. It came out in magnificent shape. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful find. Okay guys, now I'm really sold on this detector. Got our first Wheatie of the day. And this thing was down about 6 inches or so. So that's awesome. And it looks to be in good shape too. I think it's like a 1945, something like that. So that thing was really deep, right on the bottom of the, right on the top of the plug right there. So I don't think a detector, any other detector would have nailed that. So that's good. The hunt's going good, huh?
What is it?
The 45 penny, 1945 something.
Cool.
Wheatie. So, okay, we're wrapping up the day, and as the day went on with the CF77, it just got better and better. We nailed a 54 nickel today, a 45 Wheatie, and we got that big silver ring. It's like learning to play a musical instrument. It's all in the ear and everything and understanding stuff. This thing goes deep. Don't be scared by a really big coil. You'll end up digging everything, and that's the whole point of metal detector. I have a pocket full of rubbish on the inside and some nice finds on this side, but get used to it. When you have the Makro CF77, I'll tell you guys, you're going to do a lot of digging, get a great shovel, you're going to get a lot of signals, and you're going to find a lot of good stuff with the big coil. Alright, we'll come over today, the wrap up. Here's the crap I dug, and if you have the Makro's CF77, whether you use the small coil, the big coil, any coil, you are going to be digging a lot of trash, as I did today. Just the price you pay for a lot of depth and not a heck of a lot of discrimination, which is fine. You know, the more you metal detect, the more you seem to run this loop of going from you know, digging everything, then you don't want to dig anything, and then gradually you come to the realization that the good stuff is digging every signal. So that's fine. I want deep, and I got deep today. So here's some of the good stuff I got. The turquoise, sterling and turquoise ring is beautiful. It's huge. It is a very big ring, and I'm quite sure that's sterling silver because it came out without a mark on it today. I got a 1954 nickel, which was nice. Throw that. I got 4 nickels all together today, actually. And I got a nice weedy out of there. So I know I'm going deep. This had to be about 8-10 inches down. So I also got the Yankees thing and some assorted clad. So just a nice wrap up, capped off by the beautiful, very big turquoise ring. It was a good day, and that coil's a lot to haul around, but good Lord, does it get deep. Thanks for watching, and thumbs up are always appreciated.